Today, we're going to talk about an e-commerce brand that I worked on with the team to scale from around $500,000 a month in revenue to $1.2 million in November of last year. Like I was watching it in the morning of the 26th, which is Black Friday in November, like just refreshing their page, the Shopify backend, just waiting for it to like tick over $1 million. I was like, it just felt great. It was validating. I'm Thomas Yonald. I'm one of the partner manager wizards at Farsight. I have been working on this account for almost a year now. This business is a women's fashion e-commerce business. I ran strategy, headed up the account, main contact with the client, corresponded and worked with the team, and then for a period I was also media buying. The most foundational part of this is that it's a good brand, it's a good product, they understand their customer, they make changes to the business based on their customer profile. It's just a good business. And without that, then your fanciest creative, your most technical media buying won't do anything. The relationship was hugely instrumental in making this work. From day one, they've given us a lot of trust and have more or less given us like an open scope to do whatever it is we think might work. We've tested a lot of things. We've tried a lot of new and weird things that didn't work, but all of that led us down the path of what would work. They've always said that hitting that 7-figure mark was big for them, and not only hitting it, but hitting it every month. Building that success over the sort of 6-ish months, maybe a little less, was huge. Our main goal was to scale the account, bring in new customers, retain those customers, and keep building that baseline month over month. Not the sort of agency that throws money at a wall and sees what sticks. Like we're running a lot of tests. We're seeing one or two that work. We're pushing more money there and running more tests at the same time. So we're validating new creative, new audiences, new asset styles, new everything, and incrementally bumping budgets as we see it. It's primarily really short video in a carousel format. We've run quite a lot of sales for this brand because they tend to follow like a fairly typical e-commerce sales cycle. So within Australia, things like Afterpay Day, all of those smaller ones with smaller discounts, and the smaller ones in the middle part of the year really gave us a formula for how we can run sales with this brand. Having that knowledge and then scaling it up for the bigger events at the end of the year. Black Friday is obviously that one. Cyber Monday, we even pushed the sale out a couple days just because it was going so well. And then Boxing Day as well, we just repeated what worked on Black Friday. Spruced it up a bit with the learnings we gained from that big sales period and ran again. Very perfect combos, very much Instagram stories, very simple, very native video, with a particular model who very much represents the aspirational look for the demographic target. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that made this business so successful. Their customer return rate, as in the number of customers who purchase more than once in any given period, is 50%. They release so often, and they're so good at releasing product that's based on what's successful in the past. Bringing new people into the business is great because you're just pouring them in the top of the funnel, and then they'll come back. Half of them are going to come back again. The more you build up your top of funnel efforts, the bigger this baseline grows and grows and grows and grows. You're not having to find new customers every single month. It didn't happen overnight, and there were definitely some really good months on the way there, and there were definitely some slower months as well. It definitely ramped up over the preceding 3 months before November, December, to the point where I was absolutely certain it was going to happen in November, and then it happened again in December as well. It was huge. It was such a good moment. I know how to media buy. I'm very familiar with Facebook as a platform, and I work in it every day. But I haven't specifically done media buying for e-commerce, and it worked super well. And it was very validating to see that, I actually can apply my theoretical fundamental knowledge of this to make it work in practicality. The beauty of a business like this, where the audience is so sticky, is that success comes faster and faster the bigger it gets. I wouldn't be surprised if we can add 50% to the yearly revenue this year, if not more. I would love to make their yearly turnover in the region of 10 million, which should be possible. Make them a $10 million business. Yeah.